Hi, my name is Dylan Conley from the University of Idaho, and this is my Persuasive campaign. It involves the recent tobacco ban on the University of Idaho's campus and the backlash that has been seen with litter and cigarette butts because of the removal of ashtrays and proper disposal areas around campus. What will we do when we finally see the environmental effects of non-biodegradable litter on our water supply and animal population? The University of Idaho's recent ban on tobacco on campus was received well by the public until people started noticing the backlash of the lack of disposal areas for people who continue to smoke on campus. It was considered to be an act of going green, but the removal of ashtrays has been anything but green. It was a statement that we put people's comfortability, money, and health over long-term health of the planet. I'm still unsure what was green about the tobacco ban because they seem to have misidentified the largest environmental impact of cigarettes. There is a much better way that we can implement the same tobacco ban without removing the places to dispose of litter. Increasing fines and restructuring the ban on tobacco would be the correct way to go to ensure the health of our environment. We don't initially see the environmental effects locally because a majority of them end up in gutters and washed into bodies of water. As you can see on the chart to the left, the number of cigarette filters collected in the United States was estimated to be 33.6% of waste cleaned up on beaches during an international coastal cleanup from 2007. A majority of these are considered to be consumed at places other than the beach and be washed up from the gutter system that we currently have. It's also said that the 33.6% estimate was an underestimate of the amount of litter that cigarette butts actually take up. And as you can see on your right, the effects of the tobacco ban have not been what everyone thought that they would be. Banning smoking environmentally was a good initiative, but it's going to take time to see the decrease in smoking. It seems unnecessary to remove disposal areas for people when trying to dispose of non-biodegradable toxic waste. So until we wait for people's habits to be affected by the smoking ban, we need to keep disposal containers and implement another component such as fines to prevent smoking. A big reason behind this is what the cigarette butts do when washed from the sidewalks and streets into drains. They are toxic and harmful to the marine, bird, and mammal life alike. With many rivers and bodies of water from the Pacific Northwest running toward California and the Pacific Ocean, this makes what we put in our water even more important. With California's recent water drought, we cannot afford to poison our own water. So this is what I propose that we do. It's a 3-point plan to improve the smoking ban that was previously implemented. We would begin by requiring that there be areas to dispose of this kind of waste. They can be strategically placed so they're not as visible to keep the understanding that smoking isn't allowed on campus. We need to continue enforcing the smoking ban to have positive effects on the behavior of students and faculty on campus when coming to tobacco. And then we need to add on to the ban that there would be fines implemented if someone were caught smoking in a non-smoking area, and increase enforcement on littering fines. This would not only keep the tax break that was given with the tobacco ban, but also generate revenue through fines. Here are some of the benefits that we would see if we brought back the ashtrays and disposal areas for toxic waste such as cigarette butts. In 1 year, In Rhode Island, it was reported that 150 children wrongfully consumed cigarette butts and went to the doctor. This is one of the improvements that is apparent that can be made upon and that would be even more cost effective. Not only will it ensure the quality of our water, soil, and beaches, as well as preventing marine life, birds, dogs, and children from wrongfully consuming this toxic waste, but also generate revenue through fines as well as money saved on cleanup. It was reported that it cost $150,000 for a 2-week cleanup effort on a college campus in America, singly for cigarette butts. The money that we could save by avoiding having to clean these up and fines brought in would be astronomical, as well as putting the environment first. So this will be my call to action for the environment. I understand that the tax break that came with the tobacco ban was beneficial for the university, but it doesn't have to negatively affect the environment. We can be more efficient with the litter during the transition of reducing and eventually eliminating smoking on campus. But during this transitional period, the safeguards that I have proposed will be both financially and environmentally friendly. Below are organizations that advocate for the proper disposal of cigarette butts. We need to get organizations that are dedicated like these to come in and educate the people that passed this. Getting organizations such as these involved in the restructure of the smoking ban in terms of disposal areas will be key. So please, I urge you to get involved and make sure that your voice is heard, so that we can ensure the long-term health of our planet together. Thank you. And here are a few of my references. Thank you and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.